Hello there folks, how are you doing? It's lovely to see you again as usual, and I do hope that I find you well, and thank you very much for coming over just to see what we had for the family dinners this week. As usual, starting all the way back on Monday through till today, which is Sunday, but as you know we're away for a few days, so I wouldn't be able to show you tonight's tea because this is Sunday and we haven't actually had it yet. Normally when I upload my Sunday videos, we've already had the tea. We have an earlier tea, on the Sunday, but I can't do that today because we've got a table booked for 7 o'clock, but I will roll this on to next week. So yeah, stick with it and I'll show you next week. But on Monday we had fish cakes. We just love a wee fish cake with mashed potato and some lovely parsley sauce over the top. But these ones have got a melt in the middle sort of parsley sauce centre, and we had some garden peas on the side. And I like to add a wee bit of butter and a wee bit of cream into my mashed potato. It just makes it lovely and creamy and super tasty. Yeah, big favourite in the house, that one. Moving on to Tuesday, we had lasagna. I do have wee individual bowls that I use from time to time, wee oven dishes, and it keeps it all together in a nice shape. There are more of us for tea, so I got the bigger dish out, but it's just as tasty. It just doesn't look as pretty on the plate, but still super tasty. A wee side salad on the side, some skin on fries. I love pasta and chips, and I know it's a bit of a no-no, but I just think, if there's a cheese sauce or a sort of mincy sauce, it just goes lovely with chips. And this was it here, just out of the oven with one portion missing. Highly recommended. I do have a couple of recipes for lasagna. I'll leave one in the description box underneath this video. Moving on to Wednesday, I got the slow cooker out. It was quite a warm day on Wednesday and I didn't want to be hanging over the cooker for too long, so we had some pili rice. That's a lovely creamy Indian style curry that I'd done in the slow cooker, with some chapati on the sides and a wee bit of coriander on the top, or I think you guys in the States call that cilantro if I'm not mistaken. And this was absolutely delicious as well. And sometimes we have a wee few chips at the side of a curry, but I didn't do chips this time. But chips and curry sauce, in my opinion, are a match made in heaven. Moving on to Thursday, our usual cheeseburger pasta bake. Haven't had this one for a wee while and it's a big favourite in the house. Everybody loves this. You've got pasta in there, you've got the ground beef or minced beef, tomato soup, cheese, and I put mushrooms in this one. So it's basically what you would have on a cheeseburger and a pasta bake type thing. I know it sounds horrendous, but it's absolutely delicious. And we had some wee garlic bread fingers on the side. Again, I have done a video recipe for this and I will leave it in the description box underneath. Like I said, on Friday we're actually away. On Friday we went away for a few days and we're still here, so I've come down to Yorkshire. We go back on Tuesday. So like I said, the tea tonight, which is Sunday, we haven't actually had yet, so I won't be able to show you that tonight, but I will show you on the way back next week. In next week's Meals of the Week, we arrived quite early and we were absolutely starving, and the accommodation we're in this time has actually got self-catering facilities. It's got a wee kitchen in there, so you can make the basics if you want. And there's a fantastic butcher and there's some really good bakers here. We've got some lovely Yorkshire butter. Just look at that ham. It was incredible. It was about £6 though, so it wasn't the cheapest, but it was amazing. So for lunch I decided to make some rolls with a wee bit of salad and that gorgeous Yorkshire ham, and we had some tomato soup as well, because like I said, we would normally stop at the service station on the way down, have something to eat, but we just had a coffee, so we were quite hungry by the time we got here. So I just said, I'm going to get the rolls and the ham, and we'll just have a quick lunch in the accommodation, and that went down very well. That's the wee baker there. They are award winning, so their breads and things are fantastic, and it was just a wee local butcher we have been to before when we've been down here, and it is a fab butcher too. And moving on to that evening, which was Friday night, we had fish and chips in a wee local place. And again, sorry, this is a bit close. I didn't realise I was so close. So that's haddock and salad and a few chips and some peas with a wee wedge of lemon. And this fish was incredible. The texture was so soft, it just melted in your mouth. Moving on to Saturday breakfast, this is what we had. So what they've started doing at night now is in your room, they'll leave these wee slips and you just fill in what you want and what time you want it, so that when you go down for your breakfast, they know exactly what you want. I think it just speeds everything up a wee bit, and obviously it helps them get prepared as well. We don't mind doing this. I actually quite like doing it. I know a lot of folk don't like this system, but I really do quite enjoy it. And that was the view from the breakfast room. It's just a lovely, wee, peaceful, sort of traditional village. And this building itself is actually a Grade 2 listed building. It is absolutely fab, and it's packed with quirky sort of old features as well. So this was just a standard breakfast setup. You've got your jams there. I like a coffee. Mr. What's for tea has tea. He likes his orange juice, and he had some bacon, some scrambled eggs and mushrooms, I believe, and some toast. And I had sausage and bacon and tomatoes and mushrooms, and these are all locally sourced ingredients, and it tasted phenomenal. I didn't bother with toast. I'm watching my carbs, or trying to at the moment, so that's what I had. And moving on to last night, tea time, we had steak and ale pie. The village where we're staying has quite a few, actually, of these wee village pubs that also do food. So you're not stuck for choice. We have had these before, and they are lovely, just packed with steak, with some veg on the side, and a wee jug of gravy as well. Just absolutely delicious. And then this morning for breakfast, it was more, I just had what I had the day before. Mr. What's for tea had muesli and toast. He didn't bother with anything else. He wasn't that hungry. I'm not the biggest fan of muesli, so I passed on that. I'm not really the biggest cereal person, although I don't mind Alpen from time to time. Sorry, he had granola. That wasn't muesli, it was granola. And I just had exactly the same as what I had the day before. So some local sausages and bacon and tomatoes and mushrooms, and the mushrooms are cooked in butter, and it is just so tasty. And like I said, I don't usually bother with the toast, but he had the toast and some orange juice. That's my coffee there, and he always has the tea. So that was our meals for the past week. Like I said, we've not been out for the dinner yet, but I will add that on to next week's meals of the week. So you'll get an extra tea to see. And just before I move on, I wanted to say, as usual, a massive thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page, and to the channel members here on YouTube as well, and for you all for watching and leaving your lovely comments. It's very much appreciated. And I will catch you during the week for another wee recipe, shopping, unbagging, or whatever else comes my way. And I have got a wee giveaway coming up shortly as well, so stay tuned for that if you do like the giveaways. So I'm going to go off now. I'm going to jump in the shower and get ready for the tea tonight. I think I'll probably have fish and chips tonight. Haven't decided, probably though, but I'll let you know next week. So whenever you choose to join me again, have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week. Take care, and bye for now. Bye now.